Oh, joy. Okay, well, no one's getting the party totems other than me, so I'm gonna go get those. Hell yeah. Oh, it's a huntress. Fascinating. Listen, if y'all ain't gonna get these, that is a you issue, not a me issue. Hello, Gessapina. Welcome, welcome. I want to try to go back to doing daily streams. It's just, you know, a lot. Please do not notice my bright blue cat ears. They did not notice my bright blue cat ears. So hold on, let's just... No! AVGN was blocking the world. There we are. Damn it, I just want to get these totems done, my friends. Cat ears add extra stealth. Unfortunately, that's not true. Pretty much every cat-themed cosmetic makes you incredibly bright, surprisingly. Like, no stealth at all. Can we please not? I don't even want to do... Okay. I don't know why she gave up on every chase that wasn't me, but... that's fine, I guess. Dear Lord. We added a new person to our group chat earlier, and, you know, they're cool people, but, like, dear Lord, there are now 500 messages in the past 20 minutes. Like, please stop. Ah, this is not where I was. Going to become a menace. This implies you weren't one already? Damn, even I can't type that fast. It's just like one of their typing quirks is that they do a lot of messages back to back, which is fine. I do that too occasionally, but like, it's every message. Well. Where are we going? Where are we going? We're going out into the open, where we can get hit with hatchets. Where are we going? We're going across the map. This is not... This is so unbelievably unnecessary. Oh, great. We're just... Okay, I see. Absolutely not. Leon, are you gonna attempt to help us, or are you going to stand there like a dead fish? Guys, I don't know if you've noticed this, but there's a killer right fucking there. I say suffer and make people read my Star Wars text scroll messages. That's fair. Oh, that's unfortunate. Becoming a mess, I mean, training in Street Fighter to become a menace, that's fair. Okay, so instead of whatever we're doing here, we should have people group up and heal. What are we doing? No, 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 no. What are you doing? Why are you trying to sabotage and getting yourself killed when there are remote hooks, you dumbass? I learned quite a bit via coaching. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. No, please. Come back and heal me. The Leon and the Kate really, just really wanted to do nothing but rush gens, and they weren't particularly good at it. Okay, well, I'm going to be in this secluded corner then. Damn, spent 2 hours in a training session with this person, I don't know their pronouns. Well, that happens sometimes. Okay, I wanted them to get a sufficient amount away. I'll unhook them, heal them. We'll be fine. Now, dear Lord, do not run. Oh, shit. They're over there. Well, either way, they taught me a lot of the basics. Hell yeah, that's good. So have your mains changed or anything, or sticking with who you know? Layer it and standing heavy punch are your friends. When in doubt, range medium punch. And finally, enemy in the corner will be upon you. Curse raw headbutt, forward media kick, jab loop. Yep. Oh damn, I wanted to put a pallet up. Oh well. Ah, there we are. Perfect. And it's another Huntress, I'm pretty sure. It is great. I don't particularly like playing against Huntress. I don't particularly find their gameplay fun to go against, but... Zangief is generally so fun to play. I might try some other characters at some point. You're probably going to need to have, like, a counter pick, and stuff. It's nice to have people in the back, that way if, you know, if someone is playing one of your counters, you have someone to go up against them with. Why? Hop off. Hop off. Great. I just wanted to heal people. It's fine, whatever. However, I do want to learn to fight JP as Geef just to say that I did. Yeah, that's fair. Two types of characters people hate: grappler and zoner fight. Well, the thing is, like, they're in the game for a reason. They fit very important niches. Like, it's not like you just, like, don't have easy ways to counter them either. Like, zoners will struggle against, like, other zoners a lot of the time. And grapplers suffer heavily against zoners. I understand this, however, some people have a skill issue. This is true. And some people make their skill issue other people's problems. Where they demand things to get nerfed even if they're completely fine. I wanted to get away from that real quick. Every so often a grappler will actually be unbalanced, but most of the time people suck. Yeah, grapplers tend to be very good for people to pick up and play, but they're rarely, like, incredibly strong. like, if your game plan relies heavily off of one idea, it tends to not go the best. Like, for example, like, take, like, Ganondorf in Smash for an example. It's like, his entire thing is the fact that he is big and hits hard. And because of that, like, he's very easy to learn, and he has a lot of good stuff, like, when you're new to the game. However, he is the worst character in the game because he doesn't have anything in terms of, like, variety or ways to counter. Like, he doesn't have any way to counter his biggest, like, competitors. So it just ends up that, you know, he's good, easy to learn, but not particularly good. And again, like, most of the time, like, if you're good with a character, you can often get results. It's very rare that a game is so poorly balanced that, you know, you can only play as certain characters, and other characters are essentially just, like, dead on arrival. But most of the time you can get results with pretty much anyone. Well, that's unfortunate. That's who I wanted to go to. Really? This girl just hates, like, committing to a chase. Don't understand. Run. Very little I can do here, that's fine. Ada, we were one tick. You're dead regardless. Fang, please do me a favor and heal. Oh shit, don't. Don't actually. Thank God, they're actually committing, so hopefully they can finish this gen while I'm here. Nope. Okay, I spoke too soon. Hey, can I get a quick tap? Sorry, I missed all of what you said about fighting games. Oh, I was just saying that a lot of times simple characters are the weakest regardless, and grapplers fall into very simple archetypes. So often, it is a skill issue, and you're entirely right. Close are they? Not very. You see, now, I have the least hook stages. In fact, I haven't been hooked at all. So what I should do is I should be the one going for them on hook. But no, I'm going to escape the trial because I don't care. I want my points. That's what I want. Do not car. If this dude says he's running scene partner, I'm leaving. I do not care. I do not support that behavior. But he didn't respond, so... Zoners are like the exact opposite, but if you can't beat them, it's still a skill issue. Not always. Sometimes zoners are obscene. Like Kakyoin in JoJo's Venture, where he's just the best character and there's nothing you can do. Well, the bird. Pet Shop is also pretty damn good. As long as the developers can make a video game rare, it's a skill issue. That's fair. Okay. Gonna be honest? Considering the fact that we just spawned in and didn't move, I think having the killer be on us that quickly is not great. sort of feel like that shouldn't be happening, but whatever. Oh, hi. My bad. That one's on me. What? Okay. If you say so, game. Oh shit. Is doing nothing but wolf, that's optimum now, isn't it? It's incredibly stupid to me, but... You cannot be... What? Huh? The hell just happened? Just got King Crimsoned. Impossible everything to be perfectly balanced, but you should test with zoners. You can win by pressing buttons to unbalanced zoners. You have to earn their bullshit through time and dedication. Zoners have kinda always been a bit of bullshit. That's there. Sometimes zoners are dog shit because the game is not designed around it. Sometimes zoners are the best thing because the game is not designed around it. That's the thing. Like... Zoners can easily be incredibly strong. Zoners can also be incredibly... Yeah, they can be weak, they can be strong. Doesn't really change. If you spend like hundreds of hours of learning a zoner, you should be able to zone. Yeah. Honestly, I think ability to zone should probably be the #1 priority for zoners. We're really doing this, huh? Okay. Jane. Fine, if you don't want to get healed, then I'm not going to heal you. Like... I've spent far too long attempting to heal you. It's not worth it. Like, at a certain point, I do not care. Like, I'm trying to make it so that you are able to survive more than one hit. I mean, this killer is, you know... not exactly, like, the easiest or the hardest. But, you know, that it's not like they can insta-down or that their ability is, like, super strong if you're, like, injured or anything. You're literally just... It's stupid. Like, that's the real long and short of it, is it's stupid to not heal, but... I guess it's not my problem. Should be able to win a match against an unprepared opponent without them touching a zone or the balances there should be able for you to learn and win. Yep. Oh, hey, look, she lasted 2 seconds in chase. It's almost like it wouldn't be a problem if you were healed. Since when do DBD players online make good decisions? True. Correct. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing why exactly the wolf buffs are a little bit much. The fact that he was able to catch up to me with the non-speed-based transformation from an overcome, yeah, that's pretty ridiculous, actually. Yeah, that's kinda crazy. Damn. Now here's an example of a game that is perpetually never balanced. It's better than it has ever been. They just make poor decisions for no reason. But it's okay, because this wolf is slightly faster than he should be, we have added a mechanic, or added a perk that allows you to just fucking send stuns to a killer throughout, you know, time and space to make sure that they will never be able to hook ever again. Why? Don't they listen to the community a lot? The community is also kind of stupid. Yes and no. They will listen to the community, but it's not like... it's not their #1 priority. Sometimes the game needs to get changes that are against the community's wishes, that way it can be, you know, balanced somewhat. But, like... oh my god, yeah, that's chasing pretty damn fast. Wow. I did not make nearly enough distance, all things considered. Wow. Nope. They only listen to the community when it's the worst decisions possible. Sometimes they make poor decisions all on their own. I still think that the fact that Behavior nerfed Hillbilly in the beginning because they were like, this is way too strong, it's not fun to play against for people, let's tone it down, but still have it be pretty decent overall. And then, you know, the community complained and whined, and they were like, alright, fine, we will revert the changes. They just happened to buff Hillbilly so much that he is now the second strongest killer in the game. Why? There was no reason to do that. They were like, okay, you know, this killer was too strong. We should nerf them. Oh, whoops, the community doesn't like the fact that we nerfed them. How about we make them stronger than they ever were? Why? Those are the two options, right? Yeah. Yeah. Have they either nerfed Springtrap to hell or buffed him to godhood yet? They nerfed one of his very good add-ons, but otherwise he's fairly decent all around. Springtrap has a couple bits of bullshit in his kit, in my opinion, but he's not, like, obscene. I think some of the decisions they made with him were not the smartest. However, it's fine. There are perks that can easily counter him. There are counterplay to his things. It's just, early on, it's hard to balance things because you need to learn counterplay before anything else. It just so happens a lot of the time things get nerfed now for no reason because people didn't want to learn counterplay. Which is the same reason that Skull Merchant got nerfed into the ground because people didn't want to learn counterplay against her, even though she was like a C-tier character at best to begin with. And now she doesn't have a power, which is great, and hasn't had a power for an entire year. And now people want to do it again with the Ghoul, in spite of the fact that he is just a more mobile Legion. And that's literally it. Like, yes, he has a lot of mobility and a lot of lethality, but, like, you can counter him pretty easily. Really simple. Really simple, actually. It's called Vault the Pallet that he vaults, and he cannot attack you because of the game's spaghetti code. And it shouldn't be something that is difficult for them to learn counterplay to, because the fact is, not only is Kaneki not the only killer that has this sort of power to vault pallets like this, one of the first killers and two of the most popular killers, and like 4 killers overall, all have this same thing. Legion, very early killer, very popular killer because of how easy they are. They are simple. And then you have Vecna, whose fly goes over pallets. However, if you just vault back, well, there's nothing that the killer can do. Because, well, you've now, what you've effectively done is, you know, stopped them from being able to attack. They're stunned afterwards. Like, and then, afterwards, you know, you also have Wesker. Wesker was a killer that had a 40% pick rate at one point. Like, is it just me, or does one half of this community perpetually want to kill the other half? Yeah, that's about right. It's a mess. It really, really is. I do think Kaneki deserves some toning down. He is strong. But, like, He doesn't, like, break the rules of the game or anything. He's not, like, Nurse. Like, he's literally just strong. Trying to think of a community that's worse right now. League of Legends. Where the hell are these damn generators? Ah, there they are. To be fair, that's an easy pick. Well, yeah, you didn't say it had to be a difficult pick. Oh no, I'm exposed now. Shit, this is bad for me. Do you want to play with people who are continuously calling you slurs for 45 minutes? Play League of Legends? Or play Team Fortress 2? Team Fortress 2 in particular is oddly bizarre because, like, the communities for that game is incredibly divided on whether or not you're, like, a normal person or, like, heinously evil. To be fair, those rounds aren't supposed to last 45 minutes. Yeah, Valve just designed the game poorly. It sucks that 2 Fort is literally, like, it's genuinely the worst official Valve map, like, without question. And, like, it is the face of the game, essentially, on the map side. Like, it is horrifically poorly designed. I truly and honestly do not understand. Furries, yeah, pretty much. That is pretty much Team Fortress 2. And for some reason, a lot of that community has more of an issue with the furries, which is stupid. Yeah, that's fair. Laura? Okay. Understood. Few people realize how much power healers have over them. True. Very true. I have decided that if they want that kill, they're getting that kill. Nope. I wish this showed how many... Found you on YouTube and followed you here. Hi, welcome. How are the games going? They're going alright. We all know how DBD can go. Let's go Sprint Burst and I guess Bond here. This is what we'll go with. That way teammates still get good stuff, but I can potentially get... I just need one flashlight save, and then I get all of my quests done. That's all I need. But I am not good at that. I tend to just, you know, be on gens. Could I hop in a match or two with you, if that's okay? Currently no. Just because I don't know if Dead by Daylight ever solved the issue with, if you play a game with someone, it is very easy for them to find your IP address. I feel like that got fixed, but I don't know for sure, so... Not right now. People can get your IP from this game. I don't know what it's from the... at least it used to be that case, because the game used to be peer-to-peer and not have dedicated servers. And I feel like that little bit of... They still had parts of that in the game's code. So I think, I forget, this is like going back like a year now. I just don't remember ever hearing if that situation got concluded or not. So, you know. I just want to be safe more than anything. Just never knew about that at all. Yeah, unfortunately, people can be dicks. And exploit things to be awful. Also, I'm noticing an issue here, which is that I need to flashlight save someone, and I have literally no clue where to flashlight on Chucky because he is small. That's fun. Yeah. I think that got fixed with the DDoS stuff earlier in the year, but I forget. Or that was last year now, Jesus. Time is too fast nowadays. Time isn't real. I wish. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead as hell. Felix, what you doing there, bud? Oh, I guess Felix is just taking him from me. That's good. I don't exactly have Jover. Not Jover. Well, sometimes we persevere. Sometimes killers get very, for now at least, yeah. Nice seeing a human in chat, it's usually bots. This is true. Yeah, sometimes killers just decide they either tunnel vision hard, or as soon as they see a new person, they just lock directly onto them. It is kind of funny. Twitch bots are so annoying. Especially since it's, like, the same messages over and over, I swear. He knows where I am because of Friends Till the End. So it doesn't even make sense to heal right now. That is a totem, but it's not the totem. Now would have been a great time to bring Counterforce. Oh well. I swear they're getting more frequent. Yeah, I think so as well. We also have, like, looking at the statistics, we have gotten more real people lately. So if you get more, like, just regular people, if you get more viewership, they end up going to your channel more. It happens on YouTube too, but YouTube has gotten good at, like, not having bots, surprisingly enough. Like, it used to be really frickin' bad. It used to be worse than Twitch. Nowadays, it's a lot better. I'm actually kind of surprised. YouTube straight up did fix their whole bot issue. Okay, I should not have been hovering as much as I was. That was me being positioned poorly. Well, no. Unfortunately, his eyes are not on the back of his head. So that does not, help. Has someone been getting better? Yeah. The bots on Twitch are annoying because they really do just... Remember, I didn't kill the Twitch bots. Their heads just did that. They're bots. They don't have feelings. You don't have to worry about offending the bots. We're very lucky in that. Oh shit, no, 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 move. Bro has an issue with me. Damn. Least favorite killer to go against? Plague. Plague genuinely makes me nauseous. Like, I don't have an issue with Plague's power, it's just that she does not make me feel good to play against. It genuinely is, especially since most of the time I'll play as, like, Rebecca, who has very loud groans. That's the one with the puke button? Yes. What happens when you play against Plague is I just feel violently ill. It's not fun. Not fun at all. Oh shit, he's dead. We are not close enough to deal with that. Huntress is my least favorite. Huntress, because she's a zoner, can feel quite shitty to go against. Unfortunately. And her song can get annoying, I'll admit that. Overall, I've cared less and less about going against Huntress just because, like... Well, I cared less at the start because I used to play as her, so... She, like, I knew how to counter her. Now she's just kind of annoying, unfortunately. Damn it. It's Jover for sure, yeah. But it's more important to just, you know... Keep the other people alive a little bit longer. Damn. Why am I still the goddamn obsession? Oh my god, it's because of the remote hooks. The fighting game terminology has spread to DBD. A lot of terminology for games overlaps. Like, zoning is something that exists not just in fighting games. Like, I've been using zoning since I played Overwatch, because sometimes you would use your ults deliberately not to kill, but to zone people out. That way, they get to stay off of your point, and then they lose because of it. Words be wild? Yes, this is correct. English language can be weird. Got my main to P26. Hell yeah. Personally, I don't get survive. I don't go beyond like Prestige 6 for most survivors. I will go to like 9 for characters I really like, but right now I'm trying to get everyone to 6. That way I can have all of their bloody cosmetics. All of the all of the killers I have at... All of the killers are at Prestige 6 now, at bare minimum. I only have Jeff, Felix, Jonah, and Gabriel left, so I only Prestige once to get their perks. That's fair. The thing is, I like getting everyone to Prestige 3 pretty quickly. That way I can have I could have all of their perks unlocked at max for everyone. That was a lot more useful back when I had only really started, but now I've kind of just, like, it's a habit more than anything else. Get so many requests for me. Shirtless characters are cold in the fog, people. Real. They do it anyway. If you think Nurse has a high skill ceiling, try reproducing a bug that only happens when she blinks at Yeah. Nurse... I don't know why Nurse has a lot of bugs. The most recent update kind of broke her. I'm not sure what happened. Most recent patch also bugged Kaneki, which is super fun, since, you know, they're a very fun killer to play as, so that's fun. Only use one survivor, so I just level up till I get the max versions of the perks. That's fair enough. Spaghetti code moment. Yeah. Hey, Kaneki. Where's it Risei? Hold on. I couldn't tell by your model. Come back. Your aura. It's Kaneki. Okay. Good to know. Okay, so number one tip for a killer, don't do this. Because what this does is it creates an infinite. Don't open that door. Don't do it. Popsicle sticks and glue-ass game. This game is held together by glitter, glue, and dreams. That's the way I've always put it. One of my favorite things is that Dead by Daylight has a very similar issue to Team Fortress 2, where certain things are accidentally better or worse than they should be. Because TF2 has an issue with the bred alien, the mutated bred versions of the Mad Milk and the Girardi. The Self-Aware Beauty Mark and the... What is the other one called? I forget. But basically, the force of how far you throw is calculated using the mass values of the object, and because those are heavier objects, they actually fly farther. So they provide a genuine, better, it is unfortunately, pay to win. And the same issue occurs in Dead by Daylight, where it gets fixed every other patch, and it breaks every other patch, which is the fact that female survivors vault less distance than male survivors, because their models, presumably it's the same reason of the mass value is lower on the female survivors than it is on the male survivors, so they don't go as far. And that does genuinely matter, because, like, across a pallet, you'll get hit earlier. Through a vault, you'll get hit earlier. It's a bit of a mess, but it's our mess. The reason this game is like this is it doesn't have Goku in the files like Strive holding it all together. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good run. That's less a good run and more just this building is designed very poorly. Because in most circumstances, the amount of speed, like, if you get hit once, it's fine. Like, it doesn't really matter. Especially since your speed at base is enough to get around this loop 3 times, so... That's why you don't open that door as killer. You just never should. It's not worth it. Oh no, I would have died there. Fair enough. The most impressive thing is that that was against a Kaneki who breaks a lot of infinites because of his high mobility. We need to go now. I just realized we haven't had a gen pop yet. That's problematic. What is my opinion on the RPD map? RPD is my least favorite map in the game, and that is including Coldwind, where I am colorblind and cannot see through the corn. I think RPD is incredibly poorly designed in a sense of since it is basically directly ported from RE2 make, it brings in an issue of, my favorite map, SMH. That's fair, you're allowed to enjoy it. RPD is designed in a way where certain killers are just... It is the easiest map in the world to them. Like, for example, Nurse. Nurse does not care about elevation. Like, she doesn't. But most other killers care a lot about elevation, and because of how few ways up and down there are, it's not good. Like, the main hall is incredibly easy to hold if you get into a 3-gen scenario. It's also very easy to, you know, use things like Huntress hatchets, and you can see people from miles away. But it's also got incredibly tight corridors, which can be very difficult for characters like to go against Huntress. But at the same time, there is so many invisible walls and props with like major collision issues that Huntress gets screwed over everywhere else. And then characters like Hillbilly, Demogorgon, and Dracula get incredibly screwed over. There are very easy loop points that make it incredibly irritating at best. It's a problem for characters like Trapper and Hag, whose powers are essentially negated on the map because there's no grass to hide your stuff in. Everything is very out in the open, and people can see it. It's just... It's got a lot of issues. It's hell, because if it's a police department. Yeah, that's also true. Like, if you have a situation where you are a killer and someone drags you, like, the best thing to do as a survivor is always, when in a chase, take the killer as far away from the rest of your team as possible. And the fact is, if you do that on RPD, what you've essentially done is you've kind of made it impossible for most useless god-awful team I've ever played with. Okay, Survivor QM name. I ran for a very long time and no gens happened. I did my best. Yeah, if you bring someone to the other end of the map at RPD, it's kind of just over for the killer. There's nothing they can really do. Part of the reason I like it is I love Resident Evil and definitely biased towards it. I don't play killer, so I don't understand the negatives on the killer side. That's fair. Like, I love, I also love, Resident Evil. I am a large fan of Rebecca. My favorite Resident Evil is 5, so... I don't know why I haven't picked up Sheva yet, but... I don't know. I really don't know, actually. I guess just money. But, yeah, it is a very pretty map. I enjoy it a lot on that regard, but RPD has had a lot of issues. It's better than it's ever been because it's the smaller versions now, but on the killer side, that map is hell. Also, Springtrap kind of reigns supreme there now, too, because of his doors and having long-range attacks. Rebecca is best girl. This is correct. This is very correct. I own all of Rebecca's cosmetics. I also own I literally own all of Cheryl's cosmetics. I don't own her legendaries, but I own all of her cosmetics. Because I like Cheryl. Cheryl is my main. Hell yeah. I am 100% biased, but because my favorite Silent Hill is Shattered Memories, I really, really wish we had Shattered Memories, Cheryl, as, like, a legendary or something. It's very unfortunate that all of her legendaries are other characters when I would really just enjoy more looks for Cheryl. To be fair, RPD and RE2 is made so you can turn around Mr. X and lose him. This makes for an unpleasant experience when it's human on the other end. This is true. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh! Spirit Fury Enduring! All I need is the Princess Heart outfit. As soon as I got the game, I bought the Princess Heart outfit for Cheryl. Okay, good news is, my chase lasted long enough that 2 gens could get done. The bad news is, it's a Spirit Fury Enduring Blight. Oh no. I forgot RE2 was supposed to be a horror game when playing it, so eventually it just became more like an episode of Tom and Jerry. Yeah. One of my favorite RE2 playthroughs I've seen has been the Snap Cube playthrough, where Penny decided, you know what would be really funny? And just used the minigun that you get in Leon's campaign for, like, beating Leon's campaign. Just the entire time. So, like, because it's your reward for winning, like, the hardest version of Leon's campaign, I believe, is you get a minigun with infinite ammo. So the entire time, anytime Mr. X would appear, she would just pull out the minigun and instantly just obliterate him. He just no longer existed. That was a very good playthrough. It's a shame what happened to the RE2 fan dub, though. Ah, shit. It's a rule in Resident Evil games that after you beat it the first time, it becomes a cartoon? Correct. Unless you're playing Resident Evil 5, in which case it's a cartoon from the very beginning. I love Resident Evil 5 so much. Damn it, I barely fucking missed that. Gotta go, definitely be back for other streams to go. Gotta support fellow small streamers. Hell yeah. Thank you. Take care, have a good rest of your night. Isn't that the one Chris punches the boulder? Yes, yes it is. Because they were like, you know, it'd be fun if they thought it would be more fun if Resident Evil was like, oh shit, it was like an action movie. So they were like, you know what, let's make it like fun. And honestly, I really like that about it. I wish that when you got hooked and Trix talked, she would actually, like, her model would actually appear in front of you on the map. I think that would be nice. People keep getting mad they are making new characters for new games. You kind of have to. The other characters are like super soldiers at this point. Or they're Leon and they have the plot armor of God. No, no, no. Yes! I did it! Here's the thing, I do genuinely think that, no, 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 I'm gonna heal you. I think that, Ethan, I believe, that's his, from RE7 and 8, is genuinely one of the best written protagonists in the entire series. Like, he is genuinely really good. I have my issues with RE7 and 8, but I think he as a character is really good. And I think that the way they chose to make him is really fun and good. I like Ethan. Bro doesn't know the hide in a corner tech. Sprint burst is so stupid. As someone who has played a lot of Blight because I think they're very fun, you learn ways to just walk around their power. Chris and Jill get the power of being built different. True. Leon has the power of a Marvel character with his lame quips keeping him alive. Leon could be Spider-Man. I think you could easily make Leon into a Spider-Man. Damn. I did my best. Can't remember if it's RE5 or RE6. But there was a marketing campaign where they opened a human meat butcher. I'm pretty sure that was RE6. Or it was RE7. Either or. Okay. I think that's enough for tonight. I gotta wind down since I have to go to work tomorrow, so thanks for tuning in. Thanks for chatting. Lots of love, and talk to you later.